Hey guys, your first assessment will be a group project. Your small groups have already been chosen for you, and you will have an opportunity to work with this group from the 10th or the 11th all the way to the 18th when the project is due. Each group will complete the scientific method graphic organizer, which goes through all the different steps of the scientific method. Your first step is to collaborate with your small group to develop a question that everyone might be interested in. It could be as simple as whether high school students should start school later, to as complex as making masks a mandate in all public places. It is entirely up to you and your group, but pick a topic that interests you. After that, you will provide resources that you use prior to starting your investigation. These resources should be reputable and reliable, and your group should have at least 4 resources. Make sure that you keep track of the URL, the HTML, the author of a book, the author of a journal, in order to make sure that you're able to turn in those resources. After researching your topic, you will then form a hypothesis or several hypotheses on what you would predict would happen if you were to test your question. For the experiment portion of the scientific method, you want to be as thorough as possible about how you would test your hypothesis. You would detail steps on how you would test those hypotheses. You would list the materials that you would need, what your dependent variable is, what is your independent variable, what are your constants, and what is your control. Consider on the next step how you would collect your data and what tools you would use to help measure your data. Finally, propose another experiment that would help you understand your topic better. Once you have finished your graphic organizer, your group will create a presentation to share your investigation. Be sure to follow the guidelines for the presentation, and you must complete both the graphic organizer and the group presentation to receive full credit. Remember, you don't have to actually present, you just have to create a presentation. So, this is the guideline for the independent investigation presentation. You're going to choose a form of the presentation that you want. So you can do either video, PictoChart, PowerPoint, Google Slides, Prezi, etc., and so on and so forth. Your presentation needs to include all the important parts of your graphic organizer. Include enough detail so that someone else would be able to understand what you guys are talking about. Both members of the group should be involved in the process, so make sure to split up the work. And since we're doing groups of 3 to 4, make sure that every single individual has a job to do. And lastly, make sure to have fun with it. Choose a type of presentation that you enjoy and that you think you will do a great job when sharing that investigation. So again, this will serve as your first assessment, your first test grade. So it will give you an opportunity to have that initial boost that is really going to push your grades up. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys later.